Tonight's headlines: NCR over 60 other areas under alert level 1. Agaton death toll now at 55. NGCP starts restoration work in areas devastated by Agaton. Omicron subvariants not cause for concern. No credible threats monitored for Holy Week. Irving shines as nets advance. And Philippines raises 70.1 billion yen from Samurai Sustainability Bonds. Good evening. Today is Wednesday, April 13, 2022. I'm Miguel Pautagon and this is Tribune News on Q. Here are the stories for this evening. The National Capital Region will remain under Alert Level 1 from April 16 to 30, 2022, according to the Interagency Task Force for Management of Emerging Infectious Diseases. Other areas that will be under Alert Level 1 are Abra, Apayao, Baguio City, Mountain Province, Kalinga, Dagupan City, Ilocos Norte, Ilocos Sur, La Union, Pangasinan, Batanes, Cagayan, City of Santiago, Isabela, Quirino, Angeles City, Aurora, Bataan, Bulacan, Nueva Ecija, Olongapo City, Pampanga, Tarlac, Zambales, Batangas, Cavite, Laguna, Lucena City, Rizal, Marinduque, Puerto Princesa City, Romblon, Oriental Mindoro, Catanduanes, Naga City, Albay, Aklan, and Bacolod City, among others. Under Alert Level 1, intrazonal and interzonal travel shall be allowed without regard to age and comorbidities. All establishments, persons, or activities are allowed to operate, work, or be undertaken at full on-site or venue seating capacity, provided it is consistent with minimum public health standards. President Rodrigo Duterte earlier said the country will not de-escalate to Alert Level 0 until everything is all right. The Philippine National Police Eastern Visayas on Wednesday announced that the death toll due to the onslaught of Tropical Depression Agaton has climbed to 55. Based on the PNP latest situational report, 49 of the fatalities were recorded in Baybay City, Leyte, while there were 6 in Abuyog, Leyte, and 1 in Matyong, Samar. At least 6 people were still missing and 236 were injured, and a total of 3,093 families were displaced in the Eastern Visayas region. Data released by the Department of Agriculture on Tuesday also showed that the damage and losses to agriculture brought by Agaton have reached over 200 million pesos. The low-pressure area, formerly Tropical Depression Agaton, has already dissolved on Wednesday morning, but scattered rain showers are still expected over several areas in the country, State Weather Bureau Pag-asa said. The National Grid Corporation of the Philippines, or NGCP, announced on Wednesday the restoration work has begun in areas hit by Tropical Depression Agaton. 4 steel towers, which are components of the Ormoc-Maisin 138 kV line located in Baybay, Leyte, were damaged by a landslide caused by the tropical cyclone. The NGCP said it has deployed 13 line gangs, or over 100 line personnel, to conduct clearing and simultaneous restoration work on 3 tower sites, while 1 tower site remains inaccessible due to the continued rain and unstable terrain. The country's power grid operator will also install emergency restoration systems to temporarily restore the isolated line and transmit all available power to the province of Bohol. It targets the temporary restoration of the said line on April 18, depending on the weather situation. Tribune News on Q will be back after these reminders.
Ako po ay kabahagi ng isang alyansa ng mga kandidato ngayong national elections na nananawagan po ng pagkakaisa. Ako po si Sara Duterte. Handa po akong magserbisyo sa ating bayan. Hinihingi ko po ang tulong at suporta ninyo para sa pagka-vice presidente ng ating bansa.
In other news, the Department of Health, or DOH, on Wednesday said that two new subvariants of the highly transmittable Omicron variant detected in other countries, BA4 and BA5, should not be any cause of concern. The World Health Organization, or WHO, earlier reported that it was tracking a few dozen cases of two new subvariants of the highly transmittable Omicron variant to assess whether they are more infectious or dangerous. The WHO said BA4 and BA5, sister variants of the original BA1 Omicron variant, were added to its list for monitoring. It is also already tracking BA1 and BA2, now globally dominant, as well as BA11 and BA3. The UK's Health Security Agency reported that BA4 has been found in South Africa, Denmark, Botswana, Scotland, and England from January 10 to March 30. The Philippine National Police, or PNP, said no credible threats have been monitored thus far in the observance of the Holy Week. PNP spokesperson Police Colonel Jean Fajardo said police personnel will continue to monitor and ensure the safety of the public. Fajardo said the PNP deployed more personnel in transport hubs as they are expecting that more people will travel on Holy Wednesday. So far, the PNP has deployed 59,000 cops nationwide. As of Palm Sunday, she said that 11 incidents, including 9 drowning incidents and 2 vehicular accidents, were reported. Meanwhile, the Philippine Coast Guard monitored a total of 33,394 outbound passengers and 25,048 inbound passengers in all ports nationwide on Wednesday from 6 a.m. to 12 noon. In sports, Kyrie Irving produced a near-flawless display of shooting to fire the Brooklyn Nets into the NBA playoffs with a 115-108 victory over the Cleveland Cavaliers. Irving drained 12 of 15 from the field to finish with 34 points and 12 assists for a victory that sees Brooklyn into a best-of-7 series against the second-seeded Boston Celtics starting Sunday. On the evidence of Tuesday's performance, Irving will be brimming with confidence as he prepares to face his former club in Boston this weekend. The 30-year-old 7-time All-Star was perfect from the field through the first 3 quarters, only missing his first shot early in the fourth quarter. It was the latest in the series of impressive displays from the unvaccinated Irving, who was ruled out of the vast majority of Brooklyn's home games this season due to COVID-19 regulations in New York. And in business, the Philippine government said it has raised 70.1 billion yen, or about 29 billion pesos, from the issuance of Japanese yen-dominated 4-tranche sustainability bonds to support the country's budgetary requirements. The issuance of the All-Environmental, Social, and Governance, or ESG bonds, marks the second time the government tapped the green debt market following the issuance of 25-year sustainability bond last March in the US dollar market. The Department of Finance said the all ESG sustainability samurai bonds have 5-year, 7-year, 10-year, and 20-year tenors or maturity. The latest issuance is also the first ever ASEAN sustainability bond transaction issued by the government in the samurai bond market. For his part, Finance Undersecretary Mark Dennis Joven said the maiden issuance of the sustainability bonds in the Japanese market shows the ever-growing investor confidence in the Philippines and its commitment to advance green and social initiatives, even amidst compounding market uncertainties. That wraps up the stories tonight. Before we go, we would like to thank the SM Store, Araneta City, the Department of Tourism, MG Motors, Hino Motors, Security Bank, Empire Eastlands Holdings Incorporated, and Overseas Committee Affairs Council member Alan Lin of the Republic of China for their continued support. Again, this is Miguel Paltagon, and you're watching Tribune News on Cue. Stay safe, stay healthy, and stay at home. Good night, and God bless us all.
108 iboto. PG Party List, boses natin sa Kongreso. PG Party List, kasangga mo. Balot 108 iboto. PG Party List, basic good. Atin to, pagkaisa ng maling ang mga hinaing. Young and active leaders sa Kongreso, ang boses natin. Tandaan at iboto, balota 108. Civilian realize the projects we dreamed of. PG Party List, vote 108 na. PG Party List, kasangga mo. Balot 108 iboto. PG Party List, boses natin sa Kongreso. PG Party List, kasangga mo. Balot 108 iboto. PG Party List, basic good. Atin to. PG Party List, atin to.
This public service advisory is brought to you by Daily Tribune and 100.3 RJFM.
Oh, vaccination, isolation. Gotta keep up with my nutrition. Gotta maintain my body condition. Then I can take my vaccination. What do I choose? What do I take? As long as it is not a fake. AstraZeneca, Moderna, BioNTech, even Sinovac, okay na. Pababakuna ka ba? 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 Vaccination for the nation, no more isolation. With vaccination, pababakuna ka ba? 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 Paturok, paturok, paturok.
This public service advisory is brought to you by Daily Tribune and 100.3 RJFM.
Magandang araw mga katribu! Narito na ang mga makakasama nyo tuwing umaga sa programang Gising Na. Roy Pelevelo, Atty. Lia Badillo Crisostomo, Vernon Velasco, Kim Sancha at Chert Balagtas. Abangan ang programang Gising Na sa Facebook page ng Daily Tribune.
Ilabas na ang mainit na kape at samahan kami sa inyong pag-almusal, mga katribo.
Simulan natin ang bawat umaga with good vibes sa mga informative and recreational segments ng aming programa.
Maaari niyo rin ibahagi sa amin ang inyong opinion via Daily Tribune Facebook page at Tribune Now sa YouTube.
Makichika na rin sa latest showbiz happenings, mga katribo.
Kaya naman, magsama-sama po tayo sa
Gising Na!
Ang Daily Tribune may digital shows na din. Dahil sa mas lumalaki at mas lumalakas nating tribu, handog sa inyo ng Daily Tribune ang mga programang magbibigay buhay araw-araw. Be informed at mag-good vibes tuwing umaga sa programang Gising Na. Be updated sa news and happenings sa Tribune News on Q. Mas kilalanin pa natin ang mga paborito nyong atleta sa programang The Athletes Tribune. Alamin ang latest entertainment sa programang What's Up. Ma-inspire sa mga kwentong hatid ng Perfect. Search lang ang Daily Tribune sa inyong Facebook at Tribune Now on YouTube. See you there, mga katribu!
Catch the latest news on our website, tribune.net.ph. Follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, Tribune Now. Download the Daily Tribune app on Apple Store for iOS and Google Play for Android to get the latest and most comprehensive news online. Daily Tribune invites you to join its Viber community, Katribu, to get updates on the hottest news on politics, business, sports, lifestyle, and entertainment. Emoticons of the Tribune mascot Tarsito are available on our community Viber.